California. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Man in motion here. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Benson on 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over on his 5th interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. A counter give here to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They go play action on 1st. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. and that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Running left with Pacheco. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Third down, 1 yard to go. They put Flowers in motion right. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Rams will take possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 34. On target to Downs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They're going play action. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 20-zip lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Lefts. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Rams are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
2nd and 13. Finding Flowers.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's a throw. Hutchinson reels it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it at the 24. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field. Oh, he nearly took this one all the way. Huge return that easily could have ended with 6. And the Cardinals will have themselves a short field to begin the drive. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Staying on the ground with Benson. Has a big hole left. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Able to find Hawkinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll throw on 1st. Hauled in by Downs. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and throw it here. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give left side to Benson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Looking for a throw here. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they pick him off again. And the Rams have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Quick slant to Hawkinson. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. He'll look to throw. Brought in close to the 8. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. That one right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead yet again. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Evans now to return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you get to see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
They go play action here. Throw left side, brought in by Hawkinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Play action on first down. Chased out to his right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
They give on second to Benson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 23. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, I'm fairly certain he left his leg up there just an extra half second to try to draw the flag, but hey, you still got to be able to avoid running into him if you're the defender.
You know, Kate, you make a great point, and I've always wondered what these kickers and punters do in their meetings. I think they do that. They put on a pretty good show so they could draw a penalty, too.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Another try following the sack. Finds his man, Downs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Tight end going in motion here. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Pacheco on the toss right side. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Pacheco. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3. This brings up second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams continue piling on to this lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he's dropped. They got there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this third quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Dropping back to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. 35 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals first down. They're going play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. intercepted in the end zone.
I know exactly.